Okay, well, we'll see how it goes if we have to pull over on the highway. Really? Alright, I don't want it to be a hindrance though. Yeah. Alright guys, so this is our trip to Wawa, our test run. I should mention that Andrea originally canceled this test run due to the weather. When she saw the forecast called for rain all day, well, she said, I'm not riding the rain all day on a test run. But I was actually on the phone the night before with the motel saying we were canceling. And Andrea just couldn't stand the thought of losing the money for the reservation, and we ended up going. Rain at this point wasn't bothering us yet. Everything was staying dry, everything was fine, and we had actually just taken a break for lunch here. And it wasn't raining while we were eating, but when we were ready to go, it started to really pour. By this point, we had traveled about 440 kilometers, and everything was pretty good, as I said. Hey, ride safe. Love you. But in about 30 minutes from here, our batteries died on our intercoms, then our boots and gloves no longer kept the water out. Sault Ste. Marie was 241 kilometers away, but it was going to be a long, cold, wet ride from here. We stopped for gas halfway to the Sault. Andrew was getting cold, and the temperature was about 7 Celsius at the time. After warming up and squeezing the water from our socks at Sault Ste. Marie, we were on our way on the final stretch. At Sault Ste. Marie, we put plastic bags on our feet inside our boots. I really wish we had done this earlier. Worked like a charm. The last 230 kilometers wasn't bad. It was foggy, the rain was off and on. The temperature was the issue. It was dropping the further north we rode. Back at Sault Ste. Marie, Andrea was shaking so much from the cold that as she drank her hot chocolate, her hand shook so much it looked like she had Parkinson's disease. She was really cold. One thing that I got from this trip is that I really had to watch out for gas stations because we had to stop every 2 hours roughly. We got about, we can do about 250 kilometers per tank. That's without any gear, but because we have gear, I don't like to push it beyond 150. Once I get to 150, I want to start looking for gas stations. Whereas Andrea is a little different. She likes to push the gamut and, keep going. So we're about closing in on Batchewana Bay at this point, and that's where the last 2 gas stations are before Wawa. And so there's like a stretch of about 150 kilometers, and there's no gas there. So naturally, by now we put 70 kilometers from the Sault, and I was going to get the gas tanks filled up, and so that way we could just from there on ride worry free to Wawa. So here's the second last gas station before you get to Wawa. I thought it was the one and only because this is the first time I've been here, but it turns out there was another one about 8 kilometers north of here, and we end up stopping at that one on the way back. But as you can see, Andrea's coming from the other end. Why? Because she was going to pass this gas station. And she didn't know there was another one past this one, but she was going to pass it.
Riding in the rain all day. Any other gas stations between here and Wawa?
8 kilometers north.
And that's it?
That's it.
Okay. So this is the last one.
I think this is the owner of the place. Friendly enough, he tried to get us to book a room here the next time we pass through.
Coffee's on at both buildings. Restaurant's open for a great supper.
Is the LCBO still open?
Yep.
That's good, thank you.
Most of the time, whenever we get gas, even at the ones that are full serve, we always put our own gas in. But
You want to do it?
this place, he went ahead and did it on my tank, and I guess I took over here at this point to put it in Andrew's gas tank.
Yeah, it's clearing up. It's starting to break up now. It was misty rain all day.
Yeah. Oh, it was pouring rain where we were coming from.
Where we were, but it was pouring rain.
East of the Sioux?
Yeah, east of the Sioux.
Right here
Came from Orangeville, it was raining as well.
Yeah. Well, the rain was really needed here, so I'm glad we got it.
Oh, yeah?
Pulled off the campfire maintenance now for
Well, that's good.
a while, because we were pretty dry.
We'll be back this way in July. We're just doing a test run right now.
Are you?
Yeah, because we're heading to BC in July, first week of July. This is our route, so we thought we'd try it out because we haven't come up this way yet.
I'll give you my brochure. We have nice rooms if you want to
Oh, okay.
spend the night. We have a great restaurant and sand beach over there for swimming.
Nice. 10:36. Well, let's see what they have. Yeah. I get just something, not a lot. Like, you want to shoot? Okay. Is it something I like? Oh, the Maria Christina. Hmm? Okay. I guess.
Or you want to get something out of there?
Get that, and I'll get a small something. Like, I can just get a couple tall boys. In here? Oh, right here. $2.55. No, I don't know. I never had it. 25%. I don't mind Canadian. That's good.
So after grabbing a few drinks for the end of the day, we end up heading back to Wawa, and we spot a moose. There it is, in slow motion, moose. Now thankfully, the next day, after all that rain, the sun shows up for the ride home, and let me tell you what a difference that ride was. We got to enjoy the scenery, we got to enjoy the ride back, and since the day was really nice, even though originally we were going to just ride straight, except for the gas stations, you know, that kind of stuff, I told Andrea, you know what, we booted it here in that miserable weather. Since it's such a nice day, I want to just take our time going back. Doesn't matter how long it takes us. I want to enjoy the ride, and let me tell you, it was fantastic. I can't wait to ride up here on good weather in July and really enjoy the ride. It was something else. We stopped in a few places. This here, I believe, is Old Woman Bay. We stopped at a bunch of different places, some waterfalls. There's waterfalls all over the place here, and took pictures. And I tell you, what a difference the weather can be when you're riding. All in all, it was a a good experience. We learned a lot about our equipment, how long they're good for, and I think we're ready for the trip, the big trip, and really looking forward to coming back here again. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm just going to include some photos from this day, and had to say I love riding this road. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoy the pictures and the video.